It's because I forgot I had push to talk on.
Never mind, I'm including that in.
I forgot I had that on when I was in a call with some people earlier in the week. I
Well,
was like, wait, uh,
oh,
well,
that's hilarious. Well, at least you're here.
yep.
So let me fix your thing again because you're a little bit out of line.
Yeah, I was doing a movie night with another community I'm a part of, and typically with those, I like to be on push to talk. So then, if I'm eating something, it doesn't get picked up.
Hmm. Ah, okay. That's fine. Also,
Mm-hmm.
say, because, well, never mind. We'll get into details off screen. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. I guess this is the best way we can start a podcast. Welcome to episode 2 of our
Yep.
Bejeweled podcast, where I torture myself with playing puzzle games for several hours, and we just talk about games. As simple as that. Of course, I have with me my good buddy Jowzek once again.
Yes. Hello.
And we decided to do, well, firstly, new, slightly different format. The chat box now has a black box behind, so at least you can see your messages there clearly. And of course, down there I put it just Visual Podcast, that's it. Of course, the gameplay is on my, hope I'm doing the camera correctly, right here. So at least it doesn't block up too much of the, well, at least there's at least less space, more, let's say less useful space used. There we go, if that makes sense. But
Mm-hmm.
without further ado, as I start, we actually discussed about this a few days ago. We decided to bring up two topics of our own, and then one common topic in between the two of us to discuss about. One or two topics from each of our own to discuss about, and then there's one common topic we're going to be talking about, which in this case is, I believe Luigi's mentioned skyscrapers, right?
Yeah.
We're gonna be discussing that as a common topic. I told him to think of a few topics to discuss about, and I have one topic I want to discuss about as well. Without further ado, though, let's get it started, shall we?
Sure.
So, I think you can go first, since do you have one or two topics actually?
Um, I I need to start my stream. Okay, there we go. I hit the button.
Well, he
uh,
didn't tell me that. Well, at least now I think
yeah.
about it, it's a good thing that I fixed your mic before you.
Yes. Yes.
Because some of it awkward, it's just like silence, and they're like, "Hey, what happened to you?"
Yeah. I'm just starting my stream, not even doing a pre-stream thing because I'm basically all set up. So, okay.
That's fine.
And my mic for my stream is not on. There we go. Okay. Sorry about that.
It's fine. Technical difficulties always exist. Just ask Proton John.
Oh yeah. Yep.
All right.
So yeah, scare scraper.
We want to discuss about that
It,
now already?
I mean, maybe it's um
The common thing we can
what
discuss
did
on,
you,
I guess.
yeah, what did you want to start with,
I
I guess?
mean, I guess you can. Well, the first point I have is like advantages and consequence. Well, adds and cons between the two. Like, what are you getting from? Well, since mostly the audience would have like Switches compared to 3DSs, what are people missing out on LM Dark Moon compared to LM3 Skyscraper?
Um I hmm.
It is a very odd dating us, but still. I mean, the first thing I can think of is like at least a simpler map, because at least with
Oh yeah.
Luigi's mentioned Dark Moon, the two screens allow you to see the map a lot clearer. So it's not like you're in a sense that you're having to squint at the TV just to see the map, or you're to switch at that. But nonetheless, I feel as though the map in Alan Dark Moon was a little bit better than 3.
Yeah. Yeah, some of the floor layouts you get in Dark Moon are weird. Or I know LM3 I mean are weird.
Like I know you have told about like very weird concepts of like weird like puzzle. Wait, what was it? Puzzle solutions where sometimes you have to go out your way just to find a key or something like that.
Yeah, because a key can pop up in any type of room, not just one of the standard.
Definitely, so that definitely brings up a bit of obscurity when you play LM3 Skyscraper.
Oh yeah.
Another thing I also realized as well is I guess like LM3 is a lot harder because you don't have power. You don't have like a starting power up if to start. At least with Dark Moon, you have the Red Coin Scramble that allow you to at least have a bit of an advantage going into the next round.
Yeah, and that worked in LM2 because the floors were not as big
Not at all.
as they are in LM3.
Indeed. I think the one thing though
Also,
with go ahead.
sorry, just a side note, if for whatever reason I just like start screaming, it's because I'm playing Fall Guys.
You heard the boy, man. He's playing Fall Guys right now. He actually told me that he was going to play Fall Guys. I'm like, okay.
Yeah, and I'm not doing too well right now, but
I actually have not
I'm
touched that game yet, although it looks interesting.
yeah. Stop grabbing me. Okay.
Oh man. Um, but yeah, at least Red Coin Scramble allowed you to at least have an advantage going to the next one. And even though it's a competitive, well, it was meant to be a competitive um advantage because technically you're battling those you're playing with to have like a better score. It still acts as a nice advantage for your team to be able to clear the floor. It's not like oh you're just going to be thrown into either like a separate rooms or a room by yourself. Oh wait, separate rooms or a room together, and just thrown out to just find powers on your own.
Right. Right.
And now my mind is just thinking to myself, I probably should have played Alan Dark Moon Skyscraper so I can know whether power ups were accessible there. Now that I think about it. And by accessible I mean like like searching out furniture to search for power ups.
Yeah, I want to say that at least like the dark light glasses are.
At least the dark light glasses are more accessible.
Yeah, like in the middle of a floor.
I guess that makes sense. I think maybe the first thing that it comes out all of a sudden then is like um is Island Tree technically easier if you keep searching for furniture? Because eventually you will find like the Super Poltergust, which, if you think about it, now that you say that only the Dark Light goggles were available, well, more accessible in Dark Moon, 3 at least had a sort of way to make it balance on what power up you get.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, that's just me, because, like, as I said before, I haven't played LM Dark Moon the Skyscraper in a while, so I can't really say much, but still.
Mm-hmm.
Think of I'm thinking of anything. Also, if you look at LM Dark Moon, at least the layouts, like what you said last stream, or last podcast, I should say, that you did mention the fact that at least the rooms are lettered. So at least you say, oh, room F, come over here, something like that.
Yeah.
So I guess
Also,
that's. Oh,
someone tried to grab me to throw me off, but they failed. Sorry.
uh, oh, Fall Guys trolls, typical.
Yeah. Oh, sorry. Go on.
Oh man. Um, what else can I think of? I guess maybe okay. I guess also another thing is the fact that it doesn't have much. I mean, Alan Tree almost encourages teamwork compared to Dark Moon, where it almost also encourages competitiveness to an extent.
Yeah, even though you do have a score in LM3.
Why did you make it that way, Nintendo? Anyways,
Yeah.
it's just a bummer just to know that that thing is like
Don't.
that.
Okay, sorry.
Ah, boy. This is why.
That's
This is why I chose Bejeweled because at least I'm not screaming when I play.
and that's why I chose Fall Guys, is because it would make things more interesting.
Bum bum ba Anyways, um, I guess also maybe. Oh, then again, I can't really say. Oh no. Another thing about also Dark Moon in terms of getting specific rooms, because in Alan Dark Moon, at least you're able to select what rooms you specifically want. So it's like you want all Polterpub, you all want Hunt, or do you all want all to be Rush? Then at least you can pick that.
Yeah, and it also had the surprise setting where each floor randomly selected.
Which is basically LM3.
Yep.
So, I mean, then again, like, do you feel as though a room only Crow like or a room only Money like would be interesting?
Um, I'm not sure. I I I don't think it would be that interesting to do hypothetically like 20 floors of just money.
Or 20 floors of just foul play?
Yeah, that too.
So, at least it would be, at least with, I mean, I don't know. The mechanic of choosing what floors you want removed, was it a bad thing or a good thing? Kind of questionable now I think about it.
Yeah. You know what's also questionable is I think I have some hackers in this lobby.
Not surprised.
Yeah. I'm I'm just gonna leave that lobby. Um yeah, I do think that having the having it essentially force the it being surprise kind of works with the the money and crow floors because like I don't think an entire run of those type of floors would be fun, but in between the ghosts floors and the toad floors, I think it helps to break things up a good bit.
Hmm. Then comes the question. Actually, now that I think about it, were hiders in Dark Moon available in Scarescraper? Like in the normal
Were what?
floors? Like if it was a hunt floor, were there like hiders available there or not?
Hiders like you're talking about like a type of ghost?
Yeah, the blue ghosts that hide in furniture.
I honestly don't remember.
Because here's the thing though, because if they weren't available, then Ultra Pop mode is the only mode in which you have to regularly search for furniture just to complete the task. At least with the ghost hunting floors in LM3, you had to look for you had some rooms that you had to look for furniture because some of the oh boy oh but what do you call those guys the oh boy I forgot the name. It was it's the ones that hide the furniture as well. You remember?
uh, in LM2,
LM3.
LM3, yeah, I don't quite remember.
Not slinkers.
Are they just called sneakers?
Oozer. There we go.
Oozer. Okay.
And by the way, Hyder was the one in Dark Moon. Remember?
Oh yeah, because of the very unoriginal names.
Yep. But yeah, that's what I was just thinking of because like, at least with LM3, putting a surprise every time at least encourages like the player to always look for furniture.
Oh yeah.
Because a timepiece might be there, a power up might be there, and all that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Unlike unlike the case in LM2 Dark Moon, where it is possible to not search any furniture and still win a floor, or like still beat a skyscraper basically.
Yeah.
Although,
Oh geez.
oh great, now it just into my head saying that oh great, Nintendo another way Nintendo has encouraged touching.
Oh wait, what?
Yeah, you don't remember? It's like there was one advertisement that said they encouraged touching. I was like touching is good or something like that.
Oh yeah, for, like the original tagline for the DS.
Yep. And you think we're joking? No, we're not.
It is an actual slogan they used for the first couple years of the DS being on market.
Nintendo, just so innocent.
Yeah.
Although I wonder if there's any like conspiracy theorists saying like, oh, that was intentional.
Yeah. I mean, probably was.
I don't know, man. Like we're seeing crazier stuff.
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
Anyways, but yeah,
Mm-hmm.
back to what I was saying. So it's just a toss up to whether you would say that not being able to choose your
Sorry, go on. Don't mind my noises.
not being able to choose the floor in LM3. We're still up in the air to say that whether it's a good thing or a bad thing that you can't do that anymore. But then
Mm-hmm.
again, for a mode that is a lot more online, I guess you could say centralizing it to just one mode, where when you join a game, um, you can choose the number of floors that you want, and it will put you into like a group where a group like that's like for example, if you choose a 10th floor and you want to join the game in progress, it is possible to join a 20th floor instead. At least that's
Yeah.
good. But we're in the sense that they completed like already like the first 10 floors or something like that, I think. So maybe that's good at least. But I think
Mm-hmm.
LM Dark Moon, the problem definitely is the fact it's slightly inaccessible to some people, just because well, A, is dead at the moment, duh. But B, at least there's no way to be able to join games that are currently in progress. And I feel as though that's a very good mode that at least you can just quickly try and get a special ghost in, especially if you're Giles Zach searching for the I don't know that last ghost.
Yeah, the freaking diffusing goob.
Yep, definitely the join game in progress mode is actually very helpful at times.
Oh yeah. Okay.
But yeah, that's just the prospect of comparing the two skyscrapers. Definitely, one will have its entitled to their own opinion. But I would say that still overall, LM Dark Moon Skyscraper at least a slightly top. Well, it's at least slightly has more benefits. Sorry, has some benefits of their own, but it still doesn't compare to LM3 Skyscraper in my opinion.
Yeah. Yeah. It's I I I spent more time in LM3's Scarescraper than I did playing LM2.
Oof, that is a really
Hmm.
good sign to say about it.
Yeah.
Definitely, I mean, for those in chat, like, you can tell your opinions of like how much time you've done on LM3, Skyscraper, LM2, and even if you knew about Skyscraper in LM2, will definitely be interesting to hear about you guys say. And I'm
Hmm.
actually talking to chat for those wondering in YouTube once I upload this, but still, need to
Yeah.
need to break the fourth wall every time.
Oh jeez. Okay.
Well, anyways, I guess that's it for that kind of that conversation.
Sure.
What's the topic, by the way?
So I guess this is kind of in going along with Pikmin 3 finally coming to Switch is, and I guess it's not necessarily like a topic, more so just a question, is are there any, like, is there any one game or game series that you want to see still come to Switch?
Oh,
Because I mean, I have my answer if you need like uh a minute to think.
well, really doesn't help that I've never had a Wii U, so definitely the experience will shine with the answer that I'm gonna give later on. So definitely give your first answers first.
Okay. It's so I don't know why they haven't brought Rhythm Heaven to the Switch, because it should definitely be on Switch.
Hmm,
Uh,
I could see why you say ask that.
mm-hmm. Also, also funny that I, you know, we start my question on one of the games that requires memory. Shoot. Uh,
When I'm
but
trying to
yeah,
remember what games are on the Wii U that I want to port to the Switch.
I mean, yeah, but also just in Fall Guys right now, I'm playing one of the more memory reliant games.
Oh, of
Yeah,
course. Contextual, ladies and gentlemen.
oh, you pushed me off. Ah, dang it. I think I lost. Oh wait, don't grab me. Yeah. Okay. So I can actually give myself a minute to think about this. So here's the thing about if they were to bring
Rhythm Heaven.
Rhythm Heaven onto Switch is that they kind of already made a definitive version of the game, and that's on 3DS. So, like, would they basically just make a larger mega mix on Switch, um, or have it be more so original rhythm games? Is my question.
Hmm.
Because really, like, they could go either way, but
I know my friend was
um,
playing like some like a rhythm game as well. It was like it's like you know, I'm sure you know Hatsune Miku.
yeah,
Like it was based around that. I was not second, but that's the closest I know to a rhythm game on the Switch.
okay. There is also Taiko no Tatsujin, like the drumming rhythm game. That's on Switch. So so it's not like there are no rhythm games on the Switch. It's just that there's a certain uh charm and style to Rhythm Heaven. Especially because it's one of the few rhythm games that you can theoretically play with your eyes closed because it's all just audio cues.
Well,
So,
I see that. That's kind of cool actually.
mm,
Now that you say that.
oh yeah, back when I was playing Megamix a lot more frequently, I would do that sometimes. Is just pick a random rhythm game or go through
So
one
just
of the
like
challenge.
play like with your eyes closed or something like that.
Yeah, with like headphones on. So it um oh my gosh,
Also,
the
yes, I was
challenge.
wondering. I just swapped to Hypercube while while I was closing my eyes.
uh so the challenge trains from Megamix, uh basically it's a like their series of rhythm games, oftentimes with some sort of caveat attached to them, like you have to get a certain score, or you can't make, well, like every time you miss an input you lose a life, lose all your lives, you have to restart, um like things like that. And sometimes, and especially in the case of one particularly infamous challenge train known as Lockstep Lockdown, um, it it speeds up the rhythm game.
Oh boy.
And so Lockstep Lockdown, for those that don't know, first of all, the original Japanese name literally translates to Lockstep Hell because
Um.
you you have to play Lockstep 4 times in a row. Each time you only have 3 lives, and each time it is faster. It
What?
took me weeks in order to do it. And when I finally did it, my heart was pounding out of my chest.
Hmm.
And it was the last thing I had to do in order to 100% the game. And it's kind of fitting that the hardest thing in the game was the last thing I had to do
Hmm. It is
to
fitting.
100% it. Yeah. It's I mean, I personally really enjoy that sort of challenge, but it's it, it can certainly turn a lot of people off, but really only the more dedicated players of that game have really ever actually seen that challenge. Because you have to complete most of the other challenge trains, I believe. So there's also some challenge trains that straight up just pick random rhythm games. So in a way, it kind of feels vaguely like Scare Scraper in that regard.
Hmm.
Don't grab me. Okay, sorry.
While you were thinking about it, I mean, I need to ask real quick. Has there still been a Star Fox game in on the Switch yet?
No, no. The last, like, I guess, quote unquote,
Federation
original,
Force.
uh, that, yeah, but something like there's also Star Fox Zero, which I consider to be the
Yeah, for Wii U.
most recent, like, actual Star Fox game.
I mean, honestly, the first thing that I really don't mind having is Star Fox 64 ported to Switch.
Right.
That would be sick. And honestly, with Doom 64 being ported, imagined, I don't mind
Yep.
if Star Fox 64 has the same treatment. Besides, since the rumors have been going along of Super Mario 64, Galaxy, and Sunshine being ported to Switch, why not do it for another very popular franchise in Star Fox?
Yeah.
Plus, funny thing as well, I actually am planning to finally play Star Fox for the very first time soon.
Oh, nice. Which version?
SNES Online, Star Fox 1, and then later on Star
Oh,
Fox 2.
yeah. I forgot that that's on there.
Yeah, I mean SNES Online once again is such a great platform to play old games.
Oh,
Allows
yeah.
me to become more of a gaming geek, definitely, because at least I am more well versed slash familiar with popular franchises as someone who grew up with like just only Sonic and Mario.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
And for those wondering, yes, I prefer Sonic over Mario. Suck it. Anyways, but yeah, Star Fox definitely needs to be ported to Switch, and the fact that there's still no Star Fox game for the Switch is just criminal, in my opinion.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, they might be working on one just in the background and they haven't said anything about it, and never know, they might shadow drop it like um they have been doing recently, but
I don't know, consider the fact that you're still holding up on certain other franchises, Metroid.
yeah, I mean, they straight up said that they restarted development on Prime 4.
Wait,
So
restarted?
um like it was like at least a year-ish ago that they were like, yeah, no, we don't like the direction development has gone, so we're just restarting, basically. So, did you not hear about that?
I mean, I knew they were like delaying development, but I didn't know they actually restarted development. Like that's new to me.
Yeah. Don't mind me, I'm just getting trampled by bodies.
Let the bodies hit the floor.
Let the bodies at the floor. So yeah, it's probably gonna be quite a bit longer until we finally do see Prime 4. But I think I feel like it'll be worth it. Hopefully.
Yeah,
Um,
hopefully.
right.
I
Okay.
mean, first thing you can think of. I mean, what's the only bad Metroid game? Metroid Other M.
Yeah, that's the one that's kind of universally hated by Metroid fans.
Why though? I'm actually I'm curious about it.
Yeah, I want to say that maybe one reason was because of the controls, but I'm not. Don't quote me on that.
Hmm.
Also, don't grab me. Okay.
I'm I'm 5,000 miles away from you. How could I grab you?
Yeah.
uh,
Um.
but yeah, for me,
Yeah.
Star Fox and Metroid. Well, Metroid definitely will be coming soon, but still, it's ridiculous that we still haven't got it yet.
Mm-hmm.
Although, I guess you could say Super Metroid. I can't argue with that. Also, hi, Master Gaming. Also, Master Gaming said
Um.
if Prime 4
I'm sorry.
doesn't come out soon, I'm going to wait for the game. I mean, what else can you do, Master Gaming? Riot?
Exactly.
Besides, they did say they want to make sure that the game is good. And besides, considering that Metroid Prime 2 and 3 are such beloved games, I think it would be bad to see Metroid Prime 4, once it's released, get so much hate and basically be another Metroid Other M.
Yeah, yeah. They're making sure that it's something that fans are actually gonna enjoy.
Funny thing though, I have not played any of the Metroid Prime games.
Yeah, neither have I.
I don't have the money, Master Gaming. I can't do that. But anyways, yeah, that's pretty much what I would say. I'm not too sure about the other franchise, like third-party franchises that I could see coming to Switch. To be perfectly honest, so that's why I warned you that my answer will definitely be a little bit wishy-washy.
Yeah, yeah. I I do have another series that I would like to see on Switch, and it's actually uh a new game in the series came out on 3DS after the Switch released. If you can kind of use that to pinpoint what I'm talking about.
WarioWare?
Yep.
I well, this is why I know my games, boys. Put me in, coach. Anyways, yeah, that was what I was thinking. Like, it has to be WarioWare because WarioWare Gold came out for 3DS, and I guess you could say the
Yeah.
game was golden.
Honestly, it is a very good game.
I know the story plot is quite dark in certain parts, but still, it's a pretty cool game. Also, can I be honest? Some of the characters are so cute. Anyways, enough cuteness aside. Yeah, WarioWare definitely needs to be on Switch. Wario, Game and Wario was such a good game on the Wii U.
hmm
Like, and I feel as though Wario is due to have a new game come out.
Yeah. Yeah. Again, it's like, okay, WarioWare Gold was basically that series is a mega mix. So
Hmm.
would they just would they basically do a similar sort of thing for for the Switch, or would they make new micro games? Which it's kind of funny that I bring up both of these series because I'm pretty sure they're both made by the same people.
Wait, WarioWare
In
and
fact, and Rhythm Heaven, yeah, actually,
yes, 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 they are.
and yeah, especially because there was some crossover in Megamix for WarioWare. So
I feel as though I've heard of this before.
yeah, it was like part of the like completion for doing all of the challenge trains or something. So
Hmm. I don't know. It sounds familiar, but I can't say that I've heard of it before, full and full.
right. Also, everyone is stealing my eggs.
You will give me back my egg.
Yeah. Um. But yeah, I've oh shoot, sorry. I've I've actually thought about like around the time of WarioWare Gold's release, like should have this been released on Switch? And I was actually I wrote out a script and everything about if WarioWare Gold were to hypothetically come out on Switch, like how would that have worked in order to accommodate all the control schemes? Um and I mean, like there's definitely workarounds, but it wouldn't have been exactly perfect as perfect as it is on 3DS, I think.
Hmm.
Because especially with the surprise modes where it shuffles between the different micro games with the different control styles, you're already having to swap your hands around quite a bit, and in order to essentially like still do that on the Switch, it would have to be undocked, which wouldn't have exactly been the greatest for it being a Switch game.
Hmm. Yeah.
I mean, with the touchscreen games, you could emulate like a touchscreen with using the uh gyro sensing in the Joy-Con or Pro controller, but I feel like they should just make a WarioWare game that is tailor-made for the Switch
Yeah,
instead of more so being like a Gold or a Mega Mix.
I think I can agree on that because it would be difficult to try and like replicate Warrior Go into the Switch.
Mm-hmm.
Although, what would they call the game? WarioWare Platinum?
um. So actually, kind of funny thing about this is that there's a line of dialogue in Gold that sort of kind of alludes to a WarioWare coming to Switch.
Oh,
And so it would probably be like taking what the line says into consideration, it'd probably be something along the lines of like WarioWare Quick Switch.
WarioWare
Um
Quick Switch. That actually sounds like a legit Wario game, honestly.
yeah, yeah, so
Well, I can't disagree on that.
mhm. Like yeah, maybe you have to use the Joy-Con in like different ways, kind of like the Wii version, at least when you're playing docked, because it would work
Ooh,
then.
Master Gaming suggests Ocarina of Time to Switch.
Mm,
Like Ocarina of
yeah,
Time HD, like what they did with Twilight Princess HD on Wii U.
yeah. What if they do kind of what they've already did and did like a just a collection of um
Bro,
those
Ocarina of
at
Time
least
and all those games onto Switch.
mm-hmm.
Bruh, honestly, I wouldn't mind buying that, honestly.
Yeah.
I really wouldn't mind buying that game. As someone who really liked the presentation of Twilight Princess.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. What if they bring every 3D Zelda game before Breath of the Wild to Switch all in one pack?
I,
That would be
I'm,
I mean
I, w-
I mean that's kind of
I was so speechless I couldn't think of a word to describe what that would be. Because
yeah.
that would be
I mean
extremely awesome.
yeah. There have already been rumors this year about the Mario 3D collection, but we don't know if that's actually going to be a thing.
Bro, please, I want it to be a thing. I have done Mario 64, but I haven't done Sunshine or Galaxy yet.
Same, same. I mean, to be fair, I've only played I really haven't played much of the original 64. Um, wow, I got the very last qualifying slot. Um,
Nice.
I really only ever played Mario 64 DS, but it's
Ah,
basically the same game, more or less. It just has more content.
yeah, you could say you have 164 then, honestly.
Yeah. Um,
There are just only a few stars in which are different, but they don't vary as much to where it changes the difficulty by any means.
right, right. Um, yeah, just for years I've wanted to finally play through both Galaxy games for myself because I've played it at friends' houses on their systems. I always have such a blast, but then I'm just like, well, in order to play this game, I have to buy this whole other console, which I just haven't done. Um, Especially now with like everything coming to Switch, it just kind of feels a little bit like an inevitability,
Hmm,
sort of. Um,
I see where you're coming from with that.
yeah. Also, that guy was like 2 meters away and he stole my tail. Great. Um, yeah, it's okay. What if they bring especially both Galaxy games to Switch with a better multiplayer because they have a co-op mode, but it's kind of like the little sibling slash like significant other that doesn't play games normally mode because all they do is just serve as a second pointer, and
Hmm.
I've oftentimes been relegated to that that role, and it's not very fun because you're just kind of sitting there just like, okay, yeah,
Yeah.
whatever.
You only do is just assisting your friend, which sometimes does stink.
Yeah, albeit like uh albeit oftentimes um when I am in that situation, like we swap controllers every star. So like you could do it like that, but still it's not that great.
And George,
um
note that.
oh, what was that?
I said Stephen George, note that, please.
Yeah.
Like, I know that.
Yeah.
Hang on a second. I know they finished 64. I know they finished Sunshine. Please, if they're gonna do Galaxy, please do that. That'd be so cool.
Yeah.
Plus, I don't
Yeah.
think
I
there are
mean,
many. I don't think there are many two-player playthroughs of Galaxy out there. So that would be nice if those two actually could play Galaxy together.
yeah. Yeah. And with how they did the first like two Pikmin games and stuff, like every in-game day they swap who's playing. And also with Breath of the Wild, that's kind of what they're doing is occasionally they swap controllers. So yeah, they could do the same for Galaxy, but technically they can both still play. Uh, but yeah,
Okay, so I had to fix
and
something real quick.
yeah, I forgot that they're doing Pikmin 3, especially now that Pikmin 3 Deluxe is fully co-op with a second player.
Is this fully
So
co-op?
yes, the entire story mode can be played with two people.
Oh, sorry.
That is
The way you say it is like
that
so it's fixed to play. I'm like, huh?
that is one of the new things in Pikmin 3 Deluxe is that you can drag in a second player to play with you.
So good,
But
honestly.
it's only local though. Can't do that online.
I mean, it would be very difficult to do online, to be fair.
Yeah, I just wish that, Bingo Battle was online, but sadly no.
It's not, bruh.
At least from the information that we know, I maybe they'll patch in a multiplayer version of it down the line, but eh,
You don't see it
it
coming?
I don't know. I feel like Nintendo's going to be like, well, we're already adding in all this stuff. We don't have to add in anymore, which
We'll
I don't
see, we'll
know.
see. I mean, it'll be interesting to see if it ends up coming out online. And for those wondering, I have no plans to do Pokemon 3 as a plan Let's Play yet. Although maybe in the due time, I probably might.
Hmm. I'm for sure just gonna get the game to play on my own, and maybe once we're kind of um maybe in like the after times and stuff, like have some of my friends or family like come over and have them play a bingo battle with me. So
So
shoot.
I just had an out of context moment.
Oh.
Just hearing what you just said, I'm like, that's weird out of context.
um but yeah, I've always wanted to play Pikmin, and I mean I played a bit of the Hey Pikmin demo, but I don't count that as an actual Pikmin game. It's more feels more so like a spin-off. So I'm excited to actually play an actual Pikmin game.
Hmm. I know Chugga mentioned about Hey Pigment saying like how so many people wanted Pigment 3 from him instead of Hey Pigment, which really just shows like A, the fact that it was not popular, and B, how it was considered like not really a Pikmin game in itself.
Yeah.
So definitely there is the glaring this alike for some from some people for many people saying that but from for Hey Pigment sadly.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, for what it is, like trying to translate the formula of Pikmin into 2D on a handheld nonetheless, it is admirable. I will say that. But it's I mean, from the little bit that I played, it's an okay game, but definitely not an traditional Pikmin game in the that sense.
If Pikmin didn't exist, would Pikmin stand strong?
Probably, maybe.
Hmm, that's an interesting statement, honestly,
Wheat. Okay.
and that's
Oh
a very
shoot.
interesting sound.
Yep, of me barely qualifying.
Eh,
That's happened 2 times so far today. So yeah, it's also kind of interesting that Nintendo lately has just been out of the blue dropping announcements for new games just on Twitter. I'm personally really intrigued by that, but also I can kind of see where some people are coming from with
oh,
the
sorry.
sense of like where are the directs, but I mean they probably don't have enough stuff to fill a full on direct, and they don't want to uh
Or
delay a game
more so
because
film as well.
yeah, yeah, but also like people that are legitimately complaining about there being no directs or no sizable directs this year. Have you been paying attention to what's happening in the world? Cut them some
Yeah,
slack.
true. I will. Yeah, I also complained about that about it, saying that why are you complaining about the fact that they're not doing anything even in a crisis? Like, come on.
Right. Should be glad that that they've been doing as much as they have been. But anyways.
Um, Master Gaming, Jarvis likes playing Fall Guys, and he said, "So enough of that talk. Let's talk about Chibi Robo Ziplash, lol."
This game blows, throws it into the toilet. If you know that reference.
No.
Oh, then you probably don't know about Gex Knight either.
Nah.
It Scott the Waz. He's a great YouTuber.
Oh.
Just look him up after stream and look at his most recent video. You'll know why. Because it's not like he over a month ago put out almost an hour long video on Cheapy Robo Ziplash.
Okay.
So yeah.
That makes sense.
Yeah, and that video is part of a 3-part like trilogy that he titled The Dark Age of Nintendo, where it's like 2015, the year where like Nintendo wasn't really putting out that many good games.
Wait,
Probably because they
2015 and
were
not 2013?
15. Yep.
Huh, not even the year of Luigi.
Yeah. I mean, the year of Luigi, they were trying. 2015, they weren't.
Ah. Wait,
Um,
hang on a moment. Man, Nintendo, of course you would blow your chance to get ahead of Sega even more after they released Sonic Boom. Nice job.
yeah.
And for those wondering, 2014 November, end of 2014, they released Sonic Boom Lawrence Lyric. And you know how that game sold.
Oh yeah.
Although, I'll be honest, I actually when I was looking at that game, it looked kind of fun.
Yeah. Yeah. I think there was a demo of it on the 3DS that I think
Shadow
I
Crystal?
tried out.
I think I tried it out as
Yeah.
well.
I thought it was okay, but nothing.
I'm as someone who loves like hidden object games. I honestly thought the game was actually going to sell quite well. I was definitely
Mhm.
wrong,
Yeah.
and it's
Get
kind of sad.
away.
And it's kind of sad, honestly, because it looks so good.
Mhm. Sorry. I'm playing soccer right now, so
Wait, Master
I
Gaming, what Mario Tennis are you talking about?
if it's talking about the one on the Wii U Ultra Smash
When was Ultra Smash bad? What?
2015 because it's so light on content, and also what is an Ultra Smash? Is it a move in the game? I forget the rest of the quote from Scott the Waz's video about it. Because yeah,
I only
I mean,
seen one playthrough of that game, and that was through We Like to Play. And honestly, the game looked fantastic. Like in terms of like aesthetic wise.
like as aesthetics, yeah, but gameplay, it blows.
Is it that bad? Oof.
Yeah, because like I said, it's kind of light on content. Also, we're getting bodied. Uh,
Wait, hang on. Let me think about this real quick. Because I know that he said about, I know Master Gaming said about Chibi Robo, and then also mentioned about, oh, ha ha ha, ha ha ha. Do you know what game that he also mentioned?
Amiibo Festival.
Correct.
Yep. Yep, those are the 3 games that Scott did in his The Dark Age of Nintendo trilogy. So,
Was the Amiibo, okay, can I ask something? If you
yeah,
took away the Amiibo aspect of Amiibo Festival, is Amiibo Festival a good game? Would Amiibo Festival still be a good game?
it could. It could be if maybe it wasn't a $50 standalone game and rather a side mode in an actual Animal Crossing game.
Ah, okay, that's where I can see it going downhill straight away, cause that's bad.
Yep.
Like,
Yeah,
I'll
and
just say right now, I bought Monopoly for like a very nice price at like $9.99 on the Switch, because I knew that that game, sadly, online is pretty bad. Although I'll admit, like the game wise, if you play it like locally, it's smooth.
yeah.
Apart from some lag
Yeah.
issues, but otherwise it's still quite good.
Mhm.
By the way, there's a
But yeah.
hint, possible Monopoly stream. I don't know.
um with so like I think the honestly the best mode from Amiibo Festival was the island survival game.
Hmm.
That side game was brought to New Leaf in the Welcome Amiibo update.
Hmm.
And honestly, like that's why I say that Amiibo Festival could have just been a side mode in an actual Animal Crossing game minus the amiibo functionality. Uh Especially because like honestly I don't feel like playing Animal Crossing just in general multiplayer is that fun unless you set up your own like mini games. So having actual mini games like that and also bringing back Tortimer Island from New Leaf would make it a lot more fun to play with others, especially if like you won stuff like bells and that sort of thing for winning.
Sorry,
Just a thought.
sorry.
Yeah.
I heard what you said. I can agree on that. But Master Gaming message on the chat to tell you this, Gyrozek.
Okay.
Screw this, screw you, and screw Tetris. Tennis, sorry.
Yes. 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 All right. All right. That's it. Wait. Dang it. Screw this. Screw you. And screw tennis. Yeah, that's an actual quote from
Oh
Scott's video.
my goodness. Also, I guess you can see that both you and Master Gaming have something to at least talk about later on.
Yep.
Off screen calls all yours.
Yeah.
Anyways, my goodness, that's
Just
hilarious.
a quick things. I'm just gonna go run to the bathroom quick. I'll be right back.
Okay.
So, hold on.
I think I'll just carry on the conversation from then on. I don't know. Like, it's just kind of. I mean, to those in chat, I only want to ask though: is there any good we need Scott the Wasp podcast? I mean, that will be interesting. I only want to ask though: was there any good game? Were there any good games in 2015? Like, now that we would talk about, like, we know that we saying that 2015 was a dark age for Nintendo, but were there any good games back then? Like, at least we know 2013, even though it was a year of Luigi, there was still Luigi Mansion Dark Moon and New Super Luigi U, which, by the way, slapped. New Super Luigi U was so good. But if you want to talk about 2015, there has to be at least some positivity about it, if you know what I mean. Okay, I said we're friends. But yeah, I'm wondering if there's actually any good games in 2015. The one game I'm thinking of possibly was Color Splash, because at least it redeemed the Paper Mario series at least. But I'm not too sure if that was 2015 or 2016. Oh yeah, thank you, Splatoon. Right. Also, Rock Wii doesn't really count because it's not Nintendo, but still. Witcher 3. I actually don't know about game. Also, Bloodborne. I don't know about it. But thanks for reminding me about Splatoon. Oh yeah, Undertale. I mean, Master Gaming. If you can stick with Nintendo, that'll be nice. But I understand where you're coming from because Undertale, we don't even need to talk about it anymore. Super Mario Maker, I guess you could say so well, even though Super Mario Maker 2 didn't for some odd reason. But yeah, I guess you say Super Mario Maker, Splatoon definitely, which I still don't understand why people don't hate it. It's such a good game, and it's like a shooter for kids. So it's definitely kind of sad to see Splatoon not get as much love, enough love, honestly.
I'm back.
Yeah, I see that. I was just talking about what good games were there in 2015 for Nintendo, by the way.
Okay, yeah, Splatoon, Mario Maker
Yeah,
that came out in September.
yeah. What else?
Chibi Robo Ziplash.
Moving
I
on.
yeah. uh, I'm trying to remember, but I honestly wait. No, never mind. That was 2016. I was thinking Mario and Luigi Paper Jam, but that came out. Well, everywhere except North America. It came out 2015. It came out January 2016 in North America.
Ah,
So that's a thing.
I mean, if you want to consider that. Oh, Yoshi's Woolly World.
Oh yeah, that's such a fun
That
game.
was a good game.
Yeah, even the port they did on 3DS, where it's like a lower visual fidelity and stuff, it's still fun. It's still a great time on 3DS,
And of course,
and
it's
is
also
something
very
I could
famous
go
with
back
of
to.
the rant that Sugar Conway made about the Nintendo being very weird to oh my goodness, I failed. I tried to speak fast just to emulate his rant.
Yeah, the rant that he did with
For those
yeah.
wondering, Sugar Conway did Let's Play of Woolly World on his channel, and he did a 3-minute rant of him speaking very quickly on how Nintendo has had localization completely messed up. And
Yeah,
it's
for North
hilarious.
America.
Please watch it. Honestly, it's hilarious.
Yeah, specifically about North America.
Zelda Triforce Heroes.
Oh yeah. Yeah. That
But
like
honestly, no. That game's bad.
ah shoot, I'm getting flung over right as someone's following. Thank you, Master Gaming. It's too many numbers.
But
But yeah,
what was it? Yeah, Triforce Heroes is not really good. I've seen 2 playthroughs of it, and I already can say it's a bad game.
Triforce Heroes you're
Yeah,
talking about?
just because of the difficulty. There's way too much difficulty, and also it's like kind of frustrating because you need other people to buy the game. So honestly, what is a $60 game? It's not becoming a $180 game. For you guys, will be $90.
Although although if you're playing locally, doesn't it support download play? I want to say it does.
I want to go by online play. What's that word? Um, what's the one I'm thinking of? I want to go by online play. What's the word I'm thinking of? Oh, by the way, Master Game is saying no, it doesn't support download play.
Oh, it doesn't.
No.
Okay, then I was misremembering then.
Shoot, what's the word I'm thinking of? Oh, I want to go by online download play philosophy and say that download play is bad. Download play would have been bad.
For that game, probably, yeah.
I mean, consider the fact that you don't like, for example, sometimes lag can cause like a throw to be so delayed, and all of a sudden you don't expect it, you lose a life unnecessarily.
Yeah.
And that's only the tip of the iceberg of any other of all the possible problems you will face when playing download play.
I do not dab. I do not dab Master Gaming.
Oh, Pokken Tournament.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
But honestly,
I
that game, fantastic. I don't care that the combat system is bad. The game looks so beautiful.
Mhm. So for some reasons, I actually have a physical copy of Pokken Tournament DX on Switch
Ooh.
that I've barely played because I keep forgetting I have it. But
Oh.
I have no motivation to really play it, so I should send it back to the person that I am sort of borrowing
Ship
it
it
from.
over here.
Uh, if uh,
I mean, if you could try, I don't
I
know. I don't
I
mind.
I I don't know if the person that I'm borrowing it from would necessarily appreciate that.
Oh, never mind.
Yeah,
I didn't hear that part. That's why I said ship it over.
yeah, yeah. It was around like a few weeks before all the quarantine stuff started. Is that they were just like, "Hey, you want to borrow this?" I'm like, "Okay, sure." And I've only played like not even 30 minutes of it.
Mind if I continue this 2015 talk and say just do it?
Just do it.
Like just play it the game so at least you have experience of it.
I mean, yeah, probably should. Let me grab one of you. Okay. Yeah, yeah.
Because honestly, you might as well not waste a chance. At least get to feel what the game looks like. I know some people don't like it. I know Proton John said it's like a very awkward game.
Oh yeah. I honestly, I think just with fighting games in general, I've been losing interest. Like even with Smash Brothers, I've just been like not as motivated to play Smash lately because I don't know. It feels like I can't think well and quick enough in order to um be able to hold my own against other people, so I just don't have much motivation to play it.
And that is where you respect current Smash players who are still able to train their brain regularly.
Yeah.
And by the way, then the last game that he mentioned, which is the one that actually I've been trying to hold off because I'm honestly so torn about this game just because of how torn everyone is about it.
Oh, which one are you talking about? Sorry.
Guess which game? Guess what's the last game that Master Gaming mentioned about? It released in
Uh,
2015.
well, yeah, that narrows it down. I don't remember.
Um, this franchise had one game currently on Switch.
Just say it. I don't have enough mental capacity while playing Fall Guys to remember.
Mario.
Oh, Mario Party.
Yes,
Okay.
Mario Party 10.
Yeah, that's it was a thing. Bowser mode was a thing.
Oh man, I'll be honest. I watched We Like to Play it. I thought it was balanced.
Did you not see Chugga Conroy's rant on it during a TRG stream?
Can I just mention that both times, well, actually no, the three times that We Like to played it, it was Mario win, Bowser win, Mario win. So honestly, when I was looking at it and looking at how they played, it was quite balanced in my view.
Also,
Yeah.
it doesn't help that I don't understand why everyone hates the flipping car. What? Get a life.
I mean I can see why people complain about it, but
Like I honestly,
I guess maybe I'm just
I'll be honest.
not invested
The
enough.
first, guess what was the first Mario Party game I played?
Was it a console or handheld game?
Console.
Okay. Um, what system?
They already give it away. Actually, that's already
Oh,
given away.
then it'd be Wii. Gotcha. Gotcha.
I was going to say, if I. Oh my goodness. Can someone highlight that? Hashtag giving it away already. Oh my goodness, that's hilarious.
Yep.
Because the only one that was for Wii was 8. Actually, wait. Not necessarily. Because 9 was also on Wii.
Oh, that's true.
Although,
But
funny thing, that was actually the second Mario Party game I played. 8.
9 was your second.
Yes, 8 was with my brother and my family. Honestly, I was a little kid. I didn't really think much of the game itself. And then Mario Party 9 was the next one I played. I played with my cousins who were younger.
Mm.
Honestly, the game, in my opinion, was fantastic, and I loved the reverse minigame. I had the reverse minigame on the only game of Mario Party 9 I played. It was hilarious. I found it hilarious to know that you can actually lose to win, basically.
Yes,
That's the
that is
best thing in the
amazing.
world. Like, I was like, okay, this is actually a thing. I like it.
Yep.
And then, funny thing also, I had 3 cousins, and the youngest of my cousins actually beat the second youngest of my cousins, which I found hilarious because my youngest of my cousins was only 3 years old. Wait, no, wrong, 5 years old.
That's the beauty of Mario Party. You could be the most skilled, but get screwed over by RNG at the last minute.
Yeah, and oh boy, I remember that day. He got screwed over badly. I remember that moment. Oh, I won't share it because boy.
uh,
Ugh.
yeah, Mario Party is fun. You just have to not take it seriously
Yes.
with with how much RNG can just mess with you.
It was bad. I remember. Oh. And then
Hmm.
and I remember that game was fantastic. And boy, it was actually a close game between me and my oldest of my cousins, of the 3 cousins that I played with. Like I was
Mm.
legit close. I'm not saying there was a curb stomp, but man, I was like, iffy whether I was gonna win.
I Now that I'm thinking about it, I have an amazing Mario Party related story.
Oh boy, go ahead.
So my first Mario Party game was DS, and I played it quite a bit with my friend at the time.
Control the
Like
volume.
it supported download play, so you only needed one copy, which was amazing. Especially back in the day when everyone had DSs, it felt like. So, um, yeah, my mom and I had invited him on a road trip with us. So we decided, hey, we're gonna be here for several hours. Let's do a 30-turn game. And it was getting down to the last couple rounds, and it was very close
Hmm.
throughout the whole game, between the two of us. And I'm like, okay, I have to do something. And one of the last mini games that we got, I think it was called like Big Blowout or something. Basically, everyone takes turns blowing on the fuse of a bomb to shorten it, but you have to not shorten it all the way down, to where it would blows up on you and knocks you out. The thing is that you have to blow on the fuse at least a little bit, otherwise you're just automatically DQ'd.
Uh,
And because we were sitting right next to each other, I'm like, what if I just blow into his DS? And I did, and I made him lose.
well, that blows.
Yeah. Uh, I mean, if I were to have not done that, I still would have won the game overall by 1 coin. But yeah,
I guess as a consequence of trying of cheating, you don't have the satisfaction. Because that
yeah.
would have been
I mean, like,
funny, just waiting like 1 coin.
yeah, that would have been amazing, but yeah, it's just it really didn't matter, and I I mean, we were much younger than what ages we probably are now. So but especially by the time we like got to the hotel and stuff, he probably just kind of was over it.
Hmm.
Also, we have no balls. Okay, sure.
Uh, actually, no, I'm not gonna go into that. Never mind.
Yeah, out of context. It's a game in Fall Guys where you have to like keep balls in your team's colored area.
That's out of
But
context.
yeah, but we
Shout out to Motion Dan, by the way, for that reference.
yeah. But yeah, it was I kind of felt bad about doing that. Because I just didn't really think about it. It just happened. And I don't normally like doing that sort of thing. So it
Hmm.
was just like I don't know. I was more of like a, well, not more of. I was a sore loser back when I was in like elementary school. Tapered off in middle school. So, like I just couldn't handle losing. Now I'm just like, okay, whatever.
We still have that Kirby's Dream Course that we still have to do. Well, at least
Oh, yeah.
at least I was thinking of doing all that.
Maybe. I've barely played Kirby's Dream Course.
I actually haven't played it in a while, so yeah. Anyways, funny thing is that we've gone on so long of a talk about this topic that I haven't even gone to my topic yet. But it's fine, honestly. We haven't managed to get a lot of it from it. It's definitely a big conversation of like how it's kind of funny how we taper into a conversation about 2015.
Oh yeah.
Although it's very forbidden for me because I never even knew that 2015 was a bad year for Nintendo.
Yeah.
So I guess
Yeah,
I know
I mean,
now.
2015 had a few good games like Woolly World, Mario Maker, and stuff, but then you have Chibi Robo Ziplash, and Amiibo Festival, and Ultra Smash. So.
I mean, now that you're saying certain games that are bad, right? I'm just thinking like, huh, they were bad.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
All right.
Again.
Oh,
Again, Scott the Woz made videos about those 3 games in particular. Watch them.
I mean, I'll consider. All right. Finally, over to my topic. I actually was in a conversation about this recently. It was related to a good buddy of mine, Camille, who was playing Luigi's Mansion for GameCube on an emulator, and he was already doing on the first boss, which was do you remember his name? Chauncey. There we go.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I'm just looking at the gameplay. I just realized to myself, huh, horror is very weird. Was very like strange and crazy back then. And now we look at horror, and it's like children horror nowadays is not as crazy as like, for example, Luigi's Mansion 1. So that came on the case. That actually brought up a new topic I was thinking of, like children horror in video games. How has it changed over the years, basically?
Children's horror?
Yes, because I look at Luigi's Mansion 1, which was one of the launch titles for GameCube. And I'm just thinking like, man, how has children horror changed over the years?
Yeah.
You know where I'm coming from, right?
I'm pretty sure, yeah. Yeah.
You know any other games that share that same characteristic?
Maybe. Oh shoot. Actually, I don't know.
I mean,
Sorry.
I mean, what else can you think of? Maybe, possibly some weird and creepy stuff back in old Nintendo games. Like, actually, not thinking about it, the first thing I can think of is Zelda 2.
Oh, okay.
Because of the ending, like the Ganon, like picture that comes at the end. Like, what will happen is like you die, you lose your last life, and then all of a sudden everything flickers, and all of a sudden you just see a very grumpy Ganon, and it's just like just pops out of nowhere.
With a red background.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's just like, ah! All of a sudden.
Mm-hmm.
It just gives you the creep sometimes.
Yeah. It kind of reminds me of like the like fake leaks of beta material of Mario 64 that have been, I mean, the popularity isn't as big as it was, but I mean, there is one channel that makes very convincing like fake beta material that's meant to be like creepypasta material.
Okay. I actually haven't heard of creepypasta in a while.
Yeah.
That's actually kind of interesting. Like, I mean, at least it's not fake news of but at least it's like fake news of like some fun stuff. It's like making fun of it, basically.
Yeah, yeah. Like there's one of the videos that they did was like a fake like anti-piracy screen for the game. Like if you boot up a bootleg copy of the game and it's detected, it's just like the combination of sound effects and also the screen that is um rather like the image that is shown on screen is kind of gives off eerie vibes.
The first, funny thing is that you mentioned about that, and the first game I can think of right now is the Stanley Parable.
Yeah,
Of how you
yeah,
put in codes, right, and the game can detect it and bring you into the cheating room, or the serious room.
yep, yep. Okay. Yeah,
I have so many
like
tables, but this one is the one I chose to be serious.
yeah,
I don't actually know the real
like
quote, but I just remember part like the what happens then. And if you haven't played Stanley Parable, what are you doing?
yeah. I mean, I have the game, but I've yet to play it. I've been meaning to.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Please, like I want to see you do a playthrough of it. It's hilarious.
I mean, the thing is that I already know like kind of a a decent amount to where it wouldn't be a truly blind playthrough, but like I know about like the baby ending and all that.
Will you dare to do it?
What?
Will you dare to do it?
No, I just know of it. I haven't.
I know, but will you dare to do it?
Oh, like the whole thing.
For those wondering, the baby ending requires
No.
you to press two buttons consecutively for 4 hours.
Yeah. I wouldn't have the stamina to do that.
It's kind of ridiculous to say the least.
Mm-hmm.
What other games have that kind of weird, like crazy ending? I don't remember honestly.
Yeah. Oh shoot. So this is my first time playing Hoopsie Daisy, so this will be interesting. Basically, like hoops attached to drones drop down.
Oh yeah, that one.
And
I've seen it.
yeah, yeah. Oh shoot! Come on.
So continuing on the topic of like children horror, you have those
Yeah.
kind of horror
Sorry.
like early games, and then you go into new games, and they try to like at least control the horror to an extent.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I don't know. You look at, I mean, what's the next children game that I can think of that has slight horror?
Five Nights at Freddy's. I don't know.
No, that's not considered. Sorry, I won't consider that. That's
I mean,
not.
I mean, I said that partially as a joke. So.
Oh, okay, good. I was about to say, if you could consider Five Nights at Freddy's, I'm like, what? Oh, who are you?
Yeah.
I don't know. Like, Sonic Unleashed is 10 plus, and I would say there's a bit of horror in the CGI cutscenes to an extent,
Mm-hmm.
especially with the werehog. And honestly, I don't care what anyone says. Sonic Unleashed, best game.
Mm-hmm. Oh shoot! Oh, okay.
And then I don't know. It's like also you rarely see any games that have been called out for their horror, for their attempted the children horror. You realize that?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Sorry, someone's glitching through the floor.
Of course. Oh.
Yep.
Shoot, I don't know why I didn't even talk about this. Mario 64.
Yeah.
The piano.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Just yeah.
Like that's a children's game and it has like that kind of horror. It's like, come on, why Nintendo?
Yeah.
That's just one of those times where you question why Nintendo even decided to do such a crazy stunt with their games.
Yeah. I kind of appreciate it because I don't know. It just makes it more interesting, I think.
And the funny thing is the fact that DS players wouldn't know of that horror because you need to step on top of the piano in order to activate it, which no one would do. Because why would they?
I've had it trigger on me in the DS version without even touching it.
Really?
I think, yeah.
Do you see Checker Conroy do it?
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I think it's more so meant to trigger like, isn't there a red coin next
Yes.
to it? Yeah, I think it specifically triggers when you touch the red coin.
He managed to touch record without activating it.
Really?
Yes.
Okay.
Like you see right there, right? He was just like, wait, what? He tries punching it and then just steps on it, and then all of a sudden, hey, boom.
Yeah.
It's actually hilarious, honestly. But yeah, it's just like horror you see nowadays is just like, oh, this like jump scare or something like that.
Yeah, sorry, I just got
Or
pushed
that
off.
kind of sound all of a sudden, okay.
Yeah. Yeah, sorry, not to like
Add horror into our speech.
that, and also talk about Fall Guys more. Basically, you're having to like walk across this whole grid of panels, and it is either safe or it'll drop out from
Oh,
underneath you,
that
and you
one,
have
I've
to.
seen that. It's very luck based.
Oh no! Oh, you pushed me off. Dang it. Sorry.
Huh.
But yeah. Anyways. Oh!
I'm trying to also think of some other
Nope.
stuff that related to horror, like the fact that I don't know, like you see nowadays, like what kind of game horror you see nowadays, like in modern games in the 2010s.
Um. Um. I'm trying to think. I don't really pay that much attention to horror games.
No, I wouldn't
Well, I
say
mean,
horror
they're
games, but more like games that have children games that have like a bit of horror into it.
Oh, I honestly can't really think of anything. I mean, when you originally said like horror, I um took a few seconds, but remember Slender Man?
Is that considered a children game?
Well, not a children's game, but just a horror game. Yeah,
Uh huh.
yeah. Uh, I'm trying to think if there are any games that are specifically, meant for children that have horror elements.
Huh. If anyone can chat, they can tell us a bit more. That I wouldn't mind. At least we can discuss on that as well.
Yeah. Um. Yeah. Um. I I don't mean to like keep detracting from this topic, but now that I'm thinking about this, there's apparently been some data miners for Fall Guys that have like they found a file in the game already that heavily alludes to it coming to Switch eventually, which I am very very excited about.
That would be
Yeah.
freaking cool, honestly.
Yeah. Yeah, even though I bought it for Steam, I would honestly double dip because I would love to have this everywhere. Granted, it's an online game, but
Hmm.
so I'd have to have an internet connection, but being able
Oh, but
to,
here's the question: how would people hack the Switch if they're able to get that? Then you may minimize hackers.
yeah, yeah. I mean, it is already on PS4, but that's because there's some exclusivity because I think Sony helped to fund the game, either fund it and or develop it or something.
Sounds about right.
So right now it's only on Steam and PS4. In fact, like I think you can get it for free on PS4 temporarily. But
Interesting.
yeah, it's definitely gonna be coming to Xbox and Switch, I think, at least within the next few months. Kind of like what happened to Fortnite, where now it's on everything except now on mobile because of the stuff that Epic Games pulled with bypassing Google's and not Microsoft's, Apple's micro like transaction system, to where basically you could completely bypass the standard microtransaction system and just give at a reduced price your payment directly to Epic. And so there's
Because
a
they
lot
didn't want
of
because they didn't want any of the money going to the Google or Microsoft.
yep, yeah,
I can see
yeah.
why. Oh boy, that's kind of sad actually.
So there's a lot of and like they did that very much so on purpose. So if they're a lot of legal stuff is happening between Epic and especially Apple.
Oof, that's kind of sketchy.
Yeah, I'm not like I'm not a Fortnite player at all. I didn't mean to. Oh, I messed up. I accidentally grabbed my own team and got them jinxed. Dang it. Um, sorry. Uh, yeah, I'm not a Fortnite player or anything. It's just been fascinating to watch. So,
Hmm.
but yeah, I can totally see like Fall Guys, um, being on Switch, but that's gonna be in a couple months, I think at least still. But anyways, yeah, yeah. I just ever since I first found out about Fall Guys, I'm like, this is the greatest game ever, and I love this. But I didn't buy it until a little bit later. Um, kind of
Is that considered
interesting.
hypocrisy? No, I'm kidding.
Yeah, but yeah, it's a blast, and more people need to play it um than yeah, just more people need to play it because it's a blast. Especially because you can squad up with like 3 of your friends
I
and
know this is the blast word they keep blasting at my ears. Apparently, wait, that doesn't make
yep.
any sense. Never mind.
Yeah. But yeah. Like even though it is like one of those it is a battle royale game that, actually costs money, unlike, Fortnite and stuff. I think it's worth it because it is such a fun time.
Hmm.
Even even if you're like me and you've been playing for a couple hours and you've yet to win, it's still fun.
Very quirky mechanics really sell out well, I would say.
Yeah. Yeah. You know about the game show well, it was called Wipeout here in the US. The original UK version was called Total Wipeout, where it's basically like a more lighthearted, goofy version of Ninja Warrior.
Yeah, I know. I've watched it on my side.
Okay. Yeah. Fall Guys is just Wipeout Battle Royale.
Yeah.
in, in fact, that's what I have my stream titled right now, or at least it should be. Is Wipeout Battle Royale. So, like, I grew up watching Wipeout so much, and so being able to essentially play that with like 59 other people is amazing.
Man, all of a
It's
sudden,
just
it's almost like
yeah,
every other new game is also becoming, every new concept is all of a sudden becoming a battle royale. Tetris, Fortnite, PUBG,
mhm.
what was that game called? Apex, and then now Fall Guys.
Yep.
It was weird.
Oh, oh my gosh, I'm in the final round, and this is my first time playing Hexagon.
Have fun.
Fun. Yeah.
Oh boy. Those on my side, headphone warning, because I know someone who has done managed to win it. Just make sure you survive and
Yeah.
make sure you keep your on your toes.
Shoot. Shoot. Okay. Yeah. Oh no. Okay. Oh, but okay. I don't see myself winning this round, but I'm gonna do my best.
Hmm. Continue on the topic, by the way.
Yep.
Yeah, just look at the new games though. I'll be honest. Like, you rarely see any case of horror nowadays. Like, all of a sudden, like, but companies are trying to like attain to the cuteness side of things. Like, I'm just seeing
Yeah.
like very popular games. The only reason why they're getting like a lot of love is the fact that at least they have goofy mechanics. Like Fortnite has all that funny, has the idea of like at least it's not like violence or anything. It's just like, oh, just bullets that hurts. That's it.
Yeah.
It's like little companies. It's like so everyone knows that horror, ouch, horror is not the way to go, and they need to like find another way to sell out well. It's almost like
Mm-hmm.
it's like the curse of Five Nights at Freddy's is gone, basically.
Yep. Yep. Sorry.
Amanda, don't worry. Give your perspective after you finish your round. You can tell that you can tell the Fall Guys is like stressful.
Gonna try to cut this guy off. Nope, there's too much of a delay. Oh shoot! Oh shoot! Okay, okay. Oh. Nope, I lost. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I mean, that is the closest I've been, so I'm happy about that.
Hmm.
It just means I'll be even closer next time. I kid you not, my pulse, like my heart rate, skyrocketed just there.
Hmm.
Oh, jeez. Okay.
Just watching my side, I'll just say right now, yeah, that bar is barely moving on the when I play. Like, you see how little that bar moves. Anyways, but yeah, it's just the idea now. I feel as though more companies are just trying to stay away from horror to like attract people. Honestly,
Mm-hmm.
at least if it was going to be a horror game, at least it's psychological horror and not like generic horror that does not fun. Like Five Nights at Freddy's,
Right.
the reason why not people like it is the fact that there's too many jump scares. It's
Yep.
horrific. Surprised I even used that word. It's horrific only because of the fact that it is purposely horrific.
Yeah.
Games like I'm not sure you remember, but PT
Yes.
PT
Yes.
at least tries to envelop horror in a way that is not forced. It's like
Yes.
a sense of dread that you experience throughout the entire game that actually is meaningful throughout the entire experience, and it's not like, oh, it's not like there's a moment where you're just like the horror is gone. It's just like the horror just
Right.
keeps staying on there, and honestly, that kind of horror game is great. Like PT,
Yeah.
I actually watched Devil Fridays, like Stephen Mal do it, and honestly, I keep watching every time because it's hilarious.
Yeah.
But at the same time, just watching the game itself, it looks so good, and it really plays well with trying to develop horror without, as I said before, being forced.
Yep.
What do you think? What do you have any take on that?
Oh, what? Sorry.
Do you have any take on that kind of horror, or any other game that you didn't think of that has that kind of like mechanic?
Yeah. If a game is scary just because it has jump scares, it's a bad horror game. I think because it is reliant on that. Shoot. Okay. Um. Yeah, but if it uses jump scares in um a way other than just doing it every like 5 minutes, it's I like if they use it in a at least like a somewhat clever way. I think it's a fine mechanic to use. I think.
For those wondering, PT, there's only one jump scare that you experience in the game.
Yep. Yeah. So having it like good timing and not overusing it,
Hmm.
basically.
I agree on that.
Mm-hmm. And that's kind of what Slender was as well. It's just jump scare.
Oh boy, what's the other game I'm thinking of right now?
Which I mean, I have the honor of saying that I've played Slender Man while in a tent in the middle of the night out in the woods. So that's a thing.
Wow.
Yep, I was camping with some of my cousins, and we did that. So I have the honor of being able to say that I played Slender Man while in a tent in the middle of the woods at like 3 a.m.
Yikes.
So
That's monk ass.
it definitely adds something to the experience. Like, even though we all knew that it was just a game and all that, none of us wanted to leave the tent after that because we were just like, yeah, maybe not. Even though like the bathrooms were pretty close to the tent. But anyways.
in the bathroom.
Ding. Don't have the bell next to me, but ding. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. Okay.
Oh boy. Oh, that was not intended.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm just thinking to myself, like, will we ever see any company decide to go back to the horror route anymore, or at least the old horror that we see in like old children games?
Maybe. I don't know. Sorry. I'm doing Seesaw right now and trying to
Oh, that-
trying to make 40 plus people do like deal with basic physics is such a trip. It is such a trip.
Hmm.
But sorry.
It's fine. It's fine. This really just is a podcast where anything goes. Honestly,
Should be called the Split Attention Podcast.
attention.
Like that's the gimmick. Everyone that's on here has to be playing their own game.
You know what? That actually may not be a bad idea. Like, I wouldn't mind making that a thing.
Yeah.
I don't know, like, I'll probably ask amongst our Discord about it, because sounds like a... Yeah. And I might... Oh, but here's the thing, though. I need you to, like, get your... I would have to need you to actually get your gameplay on as well, if that's the case.
Yeah, like if we were to like actually do it like that, I could like screen share and stuff. Yeah, but I don't know if that's gonna put any more like strain on my computer because I am myself streaming to my channel as well.
Hmm.
But in the future, I can like screen share whatever game it is I'm playing to you, and you can show that up on screen.
I mean, we'll see if we can... You see if your computer can allow that. If it cannot allow that and it ends up overriding the system, then it's fine.
Mm-hmm.
It's in no means a must, but
Right.
definitely the idea of a split attention podcast, that's hilarious. Honestly, I like the name.
Yeah, I think I came up with that earlier in the week. Like earlier this week, it's like that's actually not a bad idea. I should bring that up with Joelle.
I mean, we'll see. I'll see what
Yeah.
I can do and make it that way.
Mm-hmm. I mean, if you really wanted to test it out live in the next round, I could try like screen sharing while still streaming, but it's up to you.
Yeah.
Okay. We're on the rotating cylinder, so I'll probably get knocked out pretty quick.
Oh, that one is like crazy.
Did I ever say what happened the first time I got this round?
Oh no, tell me.
Someone grabbed me and just pushed me down immediately. down
Wow.
into the slime pit. Yeah.
R.I.P.
Yeah, yeah. It was a thing. Oh shoot. I almost did not make that jump. But anyways, what was the topic?
Ladies and
Just
gentlemen, this
more about horror.
This is the split screen podcast apparently.
Yeah, I died. Okay.
I don't know, like this kind of thing is kind of hilarious. Honestly, that idea of like us playing games while talking, but
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, let's try this live. Let me try screen sharing.
Maybe
wait.
not now, honestly,
Not now? Okay.
because
Sorry.
that would mess up the current layout that we have.
Okay, then I must have misheard. So. Okay. Yeah, we can try it out.
Next time, yeah,
Yeah.
because I need to like change some stuff and all of that. By the way, we were talking about game horror again, but I think ending it
Yeah.
off, honestly, I can't see any company going back to this kind of horror. Like, let me just mention, Undertale, it looks like a scary game, but really, there's only one time in the game that you really are gonna get a shock.
Right.
And you know what they were talking about, right?
Maybe.
Your worst nightmare?
Is it the diffusing goob? I'm kidding. My worst nightmare?
You don't remember that boss?
Why is it not clicking in my head?
For those watching, I think you know what I'm talking about. You when I say your worst nightmare.
Why am I not remembering this?
It's the one where it's like it's also the creepy plant calls comes in.
Oh, that. Okay.
That's the only
Yeah.
time you probably will get a jump scare because it's like also you just are seeing that and you think like what in the world is this? And also it just shoots bullets at you like crazy.
Yeah. Okay, so side note, I was going into this stream being like, "Oh, I don't know how my computer is going to be how it's going to handle streaming and also having to run a game, but I have no dropped frames, which is amazing." Anyways, sorry.
Well, I was wondering.
Oh.
I was just wondering what that sound was. I just knocked on wood.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
anyways, but
I
yeah.
mean, it is getting closer to the end of stream, so.
Yeah, for me, it'll be the end of the stream soon, which actually is going to be leading to the trailer I'm going to pull up. Well, not say trailer, but most of the game I'm going to be streaming. Because, I was wondering, Tricky Tower is not going to stay on the channel for long. As much as it's a fun game, I'll admit that at least I don't see that many people liking it, sadly. Or more so like joining in. I mean, I'll still do it as a side thing, but definitely at least less frequent. But I am planning to bring in a new game later on, which you'll see what the game is in due time.
I was watching a little bit of the stream while I was eating breakfast and stuff, and it was hilarious. Like Tetris with actual physics, basically.
If you want to join in and go ahead, honestly, it's such a good game.
Yeah, maybe sometime.
I don't know, maybe. Okay, I don't really want to make a reference to this group because it disbanded due to some legal issues, but I don't mind reviving the idea of Prime Time and just like us streaming like games together, like the similar games that we have together, and just streaming together basically. I wouldn't mind.
Yeah.
Because I feel like this is the best way we can get us together as friends. Just saying.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
And for those wondering why I say
red.
legal issues, don't ask. It's a topic that is very taboo at the moment.
Yeah. Don't touch her balls. Okay, sorry.
Why did the seriousness have to be cut off with that stupid phrase?
What?
Don't touch my balls.
Because we're doing the one where you have to do like the keep away with the giant
I know,
volleyballs.
but why did the seriousness have to break with that stupid sentence?
I don't know. It's hard for me to not say something along those lines whenever this one comes up.
Almost like this reminds me of the time I played PBC. I accidentally just said like stay away from my nut.
Yeah.
You know which nut I'm talking about, right? The walnut.
Yeah. I played a little bit of PVZ before.
Yeah, this reminds me of that. I'm just like, oh great. I remember that day like I said that, And then the people around me is like, they sneaker. I'm like, and then I just clicked in my brain. I was like, wait a second, oops.
Mm.
You can tell with gaming, you can tell with gaming, it's not only just getting caught at the moment, but also being caught saying weird stuff.
Yeah. Oh, shoot. No, I think we're gonna... We don't have any balls at the moment. We're probably gonna get eliminated. Well, yep.
Speaking of balls, I'm just might as well give a slight promotion. Control Pokemon episode 6 coming out in late 8 minutes.
Oh.
If you haven't seen the season 4 yet, you should watch it. Right now it's insane what has been going on.
I don't really watch I don't really watch that many shows to begin with. So
Control Pokemon right away, not Control Kitchen.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I thought you accidentally thought I said Control Kitchen.
No. No.
But anyways, yeah, that's pretty much the status of what we're doing it. Really, a funny thing is how I like how we just disperse and stuff. I'll see if I can change the name to the split, like the split attention podcast. I know, like TRG had like one of their failed names being split screen shenanigans.
Yeah.
So that might actually fit. Honestly, thanks then. I don't know. We'll see.
Yep. Yeah, everyone that's on it has to be playing a game, but no one can be playing the same game. No, not really, not really. But...
I mean, possible. Like I feel so. No, I feel so like if two of you play
I'm not
Fall
saying
Guys,
that.
if two of you play Fall Guys and all of a sudden like each of you interact with each other, then it might get a little bit disruptive. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah. Like I haven't been paying that much attention to Fall Guys just in general. Today I've just been more so going on autopilot, except for that final round, because I was so close to winning. But yeah, other than that, I'm just kind of chilling.
Nice. 6 minutes left, by the way, to the podcast. Glad that those who have joined and put your input. I think question of this podcast, I guess, what is the one game that you wish to see back into Switch from any other console? Doesn't have to be Wii U, can be Wii, can be 3DS, any of the like.
Mm-hmm.
We'll love to hear you guys talk in the comment section below.
Sorry.
And also about how weird our sounds can be.
Yep. Okay. Huh.
Also,
I love the music.
Funny thing is that if we call it the split attention podcast, that means it might go on even further than after I finish up the game, because like I was planning to make this podcast end once I finish reaching level 281.
Yeah, I guess it was just an idea for like if we wanted to continue like this similar sort of format.
I mean, I wouldn't mind. I like
finish.
talking about gaming.
Yeah.
I like talking with you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I enjoy talking with you as well.
Anyways, yeah, that's pretty much what our status is for this podcast. I don't know. It's still a work in progress, but I'm really happy with how it is right now, basically.
Yep.
I don't know. It's just weird. Do you have one more topic? Just curious. I'm sorry I had to start ranting a little bit.
I couldn't really like come up with another topic at all, so
that's fine. Don't worry. I mean, maybe we could just do it one per time, and with one common topic we have with each other or something like that.
Yeah, because we went on enough tangents to where it was fine, like us not having many like pre-planned topics. Okay, there we go.
Also, honestly, considering that I'll only be streaming on Saturdays for quite a while, I might just make it a bi-weekly podcast, just so we have more time to think about what we want to discuss on.
Yeah. Oh no, please don't touch me! Please don't touch me!
And continue to think about what other out context stuff we can talk about.
Yep. Ah! Ah! Don't. Ah, dang it! I got touched.
Basically got jinxed.
Yep. Yeah. Right. Oh! Let me touch you. No! I'm right there. I'm hit and grab. Why are? Okay. Good. Oh no. Ah, shoot. Our team lost. Well,
Ouch.
okay.
You can tell this. You can tell that this really is a work in progress. Honestly, like even the name could change. That's how work in progress-y this is.
Yeah. But anyways.
Anyways, yeah. Wait, what was I talking about? This is what happens when you split attention.
Yeah. Yeah.
I forgot honestly. Like, what were we talking about?
Was it just about like doing the podcast in the future?
Oh yeah, I mean that, but I thought I was talking about something else. I guess I wasn't. Yeah, I really can't think of what else I was talking about. Oh well. Maybe I could try and make something like that. I don't know. We'll see. Maybe we can have a logo for it as well. We'll see. Well, I'll see what I can do. And as I said for, I might make this a bi-week. Oh yeah, actually not. I might make this a bi-weekly thing so that we can have more time to think of topics we want to talk about.
Hello?
Yeah, I noticed that you cut off.
Yeah, did I like
You froze.
yeah. My internet kind of went weird a little bit.
But I was just saying that I
But-
just realized I remember what I said. I said that I'm planning to make this like just a bi-weekly thing, honestly, because I'll be streaming mostly on Saturdays now onwards, so I want to have at least spend more time with other games. So I might as well make it a bi-weekly thing, so that at least I have, well, we have more time to just think of stuff we want to discuss about, and B, I have more stuff I can stream.
Yeah.
Because honestly, me doing this podcast every week would just take up time, and honestly, it may not be as interesting if we don't have much to talk about.
Right. And also I may just have like work on a Saturday here and there, so I wouldn't be able to do it on those days anyways.
Oh wow, that actually fits well then.
Yeah.
Alright, man, it's actually
Yep.
approaching midnight, man, so time. I'm gonna stop right here. Halfway through level 86.
Nice.
I have 196 levels left. Oh my goodness, why did I do this to myself? Alright, so